wait a minute. Before we can start mowing, before we can really start doing anything on this backyard, let's go ahead and do sort of a recap of what's going on back here and what the plan is. What's going on, everybody? Chuck here, and I hope that you are having a fantastic day today. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell if you want to stay notified whenever I upload videos. Speaking of uploads, as you can tell, I'm sort of changing up my upload schedule. I was doing every Wednesday, and if I had an extra video, I'd do that on a Saturday. I'm gonna do now Mondays are my main upload days, and Thursdays, or if I have that extra content, I'll do a video on Thursday upload. Just changing things up a little bit. So yeah, now that you know. Anyway, we're here in the backyard, obviously, and I know I've spent a lot of time in the front yard so far this season, but it's time to sort of start going back here. Now, it's not quite time for Bermuda to really take off yet, but we're getting there. Now, as I've said, well, I haven't said this, my total backyard size is about 4,000 square feet. If you take out the shed, which you should, and the flower beds, it's about 3,800 square feet-ish. So 3,800 square feet of space back here, and I want this to just be Bermuda. I'm not gonna put any seed down, anything like that. I'm just gonna push the existing Bermuda closer to the house. That's a lot of fescue, so you know, I gotta feed the whole thing. So I don't want the fescue just to die because I want the Bermuda, so I gotta feed the whole thing. So sort of, there's a scalp mark sort of around where the shade line is actually. That's the old property line. So everything towards the house is fescue, and south of that is Bermuda. Although Bermuda has started to creep up into closer to the deck, but it's still mostly fescue back there. And I will be, I don't know how well you can tell it, real mowing the fescue as well, because that will definitely, fescue likes to be tall. So even when feeding it with fertilizer, I have to stay on top of it with the mowing, but that will help the Bermuda start to hopefully creep in there and take over a little bit easier. So what I'm gonna do now, like I said, is I'm gonna scalp this down as low as it can go. Say hi, John. I'm here with John, and John is going to help me bring it down even lower. Now, I don't know the heights of cuts on the McLeans yet, but if it's highest setting, whatever its highest setting is, I'm 3 notches down from, or so on the highest one, 2. So 2 more notches down is where I am with the McLean right now, and it's doing fairly well. The blades need sharpened bad, and we're gonna take care of that in the next video. But for now, because I'm really focused on sort of just bring it down low and not its normal cut, I'm not too concerned about it, sort of more shredding the grass versus cutting it. I know that's sort of blasphemy, but that's fine, because really I'm mowing a lot of weeds right now. The Bermuda hasn't quite woken up yet. So here's a piece right here. There's some good Bermuda here, but then you have like, you got some clover right there. Not sure what that is, but there's a lot of that in the yard along with the clover, but there is some good Bermuda grass right here. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of good Bermuda grass, a lot of good Bermuda growing, but then you have these large chunks of like crabgrass here, with some dandelion. I don't know what this kind of weed is here. Some of that. Need to fill that in. It's got, like, this is the construction debris that I was telling you about. A lot of this construction debris all over the place. The reason this hole is here is because it was when I came with the rotary, I think it was for the Christmas video, or preparing for the Christmas video, I pulled out a big, you know, probably 5 to 10 pound piece of concrete out of that hole. But here, I mean, this might be a better angle, but you can see this was a huge piece of concrete here that I pulled up, and you still see some of the little pieces of stone here. But I mean, check that out. That's like 3 inches. I need to stop talking because I have some work to do. I need to, at least at the minimum, cut from the slide down towards the fence, get that scalped, and yeah, gotta get to work. Overall, there's the McLean. There's John. You did well, my boy. You did well. You made Daddy proud. Your new daddy, anyway. Tell you what, this thing does not hold a whole lot of clippings. I mean, this is still a good chunk, good amount of clippings, but obviously when it gets too full, it kind of like, because here's the lip, and we'll come back in, you can kind of see it on the blade there. But we need to sharpen this up. But even for what it was, it did some shredding. Try to find a piece here. See some of the shredding that it does. So it's not overly sharp. Some more right there. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's not super clean cut, but it got the job done. And then once we get it sharpened, which like I said will be in the next video, it's gonna be fantastic. That is it for this video. Please like, subscribe, comment below. If you're a warm season guy, you have warm season turf, Bermuda, you know, give me some tips and tricks and pointers, because even though a lot of the principles between warm season and cool season are the same, they are a little bit different animals, so I could use some help. But definitely, I'm gonna bring this down one more notch. It won't be today, maybe tomorrow. Maybe another notch or two, scalp it even more, get a little bit lower, and then I'm gonna hit it in the face with some fert. You'll see what fert that is in that video. But on the next video, which will be coming up this Thursday, you're gonna see how I get that McLean sharpened. It won't be a DIY, I won't be doing it at the house, I'm gonna take it somewhere very special, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So stay tuned for that video, and yeah, so I will see you then in that next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and God bless.